Well, welcome back to Living with a Classic, and I have just arrived at Gatwick. I'm out here to visit some friends, Matt from Furious Driving, and going to Rustival. So, plane just arrived, just got my bag, and I've actually rented a car. First time driving over here on the left, so that's going to be quite interesting. I'm going to try and pick up a car. Just went for something small, economic-y thing. It was really cheap to get a rental car, that's why I decided to do it. But, let's see. Car rentals this way. So I'm here for Rustival. I'm gonna do some other things as well. So you'll see this video, which is the main Rustival trip and all the adventures around that. I'm gonna do other things as well. And then I'm gonna do some separate videos on other things. I'm gonna go visit my oldest sponsor of the channel, Simple Performance, because they're only about 15 minutes from the airport here. So that's what I'm gonna be doing first. But let's go pick up the rental car. Let's figure all that out, and then we're gonna go to Simple Performance. That will be a separate video. Then we're gonna go to Matt, go to his house, help him pack up things for Rustival, and then we're gonna drive up to Gaydon, which I think is like a 2-hour drive. Hang out there. We're gonna meet Ian from Hubnut, and I'm gonna go camping with them. It's gonna be like a big adventure, this whole thing. So I brought a sleeping bag and everything. Why am I not using the escalators? I don't know. Maybe I need to exercise. But yeah, really excited about this trip. It's been an early start to the morning. I started at, alarm went off at 4 a.m. So quite tired and ready to get into a car and the perils of driving on the wrong side of the road. Well, it's a couple hours later and I'm in my rental. I've been at Simple Performance. You guys are going to see that video as a separate one. Just had a look around there. They're a sponsor of the channel. We're going to continue working together. Just had a great time looking around there. And now I'm going to go see Matt from Furious Driving, and we're going to drive up to the event. We're going camping tonight, and it is 8 degrees Celsius and raining at the moment. So that's good. But I got an MG. Don't know what sort of MG. It's an SUV sort of crossover thing. So far it's really nice. Has some odd things. We'll go and look over it later because it's kind of interesting. I'm not used to these sort of modern cars or these Chinese built MGs, but honestly, I don't think it's too bad. So where we're going is about 12 minutes left to go, where I'm meeting Matt, and I think he's coming in his Crown Victoria. And so far driving on the left hasn't been too bad. The only weird thing is when you come into a roundabout that people are coming at you from the right. That is a little bit strange. Other than that, not too bad. Really good brakes. See, I drive like old things, like 50-year-old cars usually, so I'm not used to these modern things with backup cameras and everything. But so far, I think it's a petrol engine. And nice thing is it has a USB thing, so I'm charging all my equipment and power banks and things because it's cameras and mics and everything, so that's very nice, being able to charge all of that. Other than that, we're going to continue driving here. We'll meet up with Matt in a little bit and probably grab some lunch, and then we have an hour and a half to 2-hour drive up to Gaydon, and we're staying somewhere nearby there. I think we might go by the British Military Museum now and like set up some things for tomorrow. I'm not really sure. I just told him whatever you need help with, I'll help you out, and that's pretty much that. So I'll continue my driving here on the wrong side of the road, and I'll see you guys in a little bit. Hello, officer.
You alright?
Yeah, it's great.
I realised I wasn't going to make that turn into that.
No, it's quite long, isn't it?
It's silly long, really.
We've had some lunch and we're out on the M25 and traffic's bad. Matt just called me and said that his phone came up with a diversion in about 8 or 9 miles that will save us an hour, which is pretty crazy. So we'll do that, take a little smaller roads up and continue up to the British Military Museum. So we're on the M40 now towards Oxford, I think, and then we're going to go a little bit further than that. And traffic has been bad for a while, but now it's getting a little bit better and we can actually get a move on here in the right lane. weather's getting better too. It's almost 5 degrees warmer, 13 degrees now compared to 8 before, which is really great since we are camping tonight. So I think Matt wasn't really sure if we were going to where the meet's going to be tomorrow at the British Military Museum, if we're going there first, or if they need any help now, or if we're just going there tomorrow and we'll go straight to the campsite right now. Not really sure about that, but things are going well. Getting used to driving on this side of the road, and yeah, we're just tracking along here. Matt is, just talked to him, he's about half a mile ahead of me or so. We got separated in a bit of traffic, but we're both going in the right direction, and maybe an hour left or so, and my car keeps beeping at me whenever it thinks the speed limit is 40, which is not, it's 70. So it keeps beeping at me, and I don't really know how to turn that off. Other than that, things are going really well. Next exit is the British Military Museum here at Gaydon. I think we're turning off here. So sun's come out here. It's quite a bit nicer. I was listening to the radio. It said the lows of 12 tonight. So camping doesn't sound too bad right now. I brought a new sleeping bag, which is supposed to be down to freezing good, and thick pajamas and all that. So should be good. And I think at worst case, if it were to like rain really badly, I have this pretty big SUV here, so I could probably sleep in the car. Looking forward to this. I think we're turning up over here, and then I believe, yeah, Matt's turning off here. It's Crown Vic. It looks very, very cool when you're behind it, but it's quite easy to lose him in traffic just because it's low. Everything else is high. So I lost him once, and then we talked about it, and I caught up to him, and apparently I didn't see when I caught up to him, so he just saw me like speeding past in the right lane, which was pretty funny. But now we'll head over to the museum, have a look at that, and then go to the campsite, I think.
Well, good morning. Forgot to film last night. Got really dark here, but we're in the tent here. It's about 6 in the morning. We're gonna get ready to go over to the show. And yeah, I forgot to bring a hat, so got one from Matt yesterday. Really good warm hat. Chilly night, but wasn't too bad with some extra sweaters and good sleeping bag. Luckily it wasn't raining, so I'm gonna get ready now, and then we'll head on over to the show, and it's gonna be a long and fun day. Beautiful but cold morning here. We have Bella, Bob, got tent there, and the Furious Crown Vic, and the Hippo with a roof tent on it. But nice cold morning here. We're gonna pack up and then head on over to the show.
Good morning, and welcome to the British Military Museum and Rustival. It's a bit early still. It's about 8 or so. Show doesn't start for another 2 hours, but we have cars and people and things showing up. Been there since about 7 with Matt, helped set up. Also yesterday, I realized I forgot to bring a hat. It's quite cold here, so got one from Matt, which is very nice. And we're going to start just having a look around. Over there we have some gazebos with I Drive a Classic, Furious Driving, and Hubnut. Then we have Friendship Corner, and then there was supposed to be a stage somewhere. I'm supposed to be talking a little bit later. We have some food over here. I'm gonna see if I can get some breakfast, and then we'll have a look at all the cars that have shown up. Some really, really cool things so far. And I don't know, if I have time, I might want to go into the museum because I saw a couple of interesting things over there. I saw an XJ220, which I've never seen one in real life, and that is a poster car right there for me. Other than that, we're gonna go around, just have fun. It's still very, very cold, so I'm gonna put the camera down and warm up my hands a little bit, get something to eat, and once the show starts, I'll show you guys everything around here at Rustival. Okay, the show has officially started. We are over here with We have the hubnut cars over here, and then the Furious driving cars over there. I drive a classic, and then over there, lots of other YouTubers' cars, really all over. So awesome how these little things on there where you can scan it and get to the channel. It's very nice. And you have something they call Friendship Corner over here. You can just come and chat if you want to talk about cars or anything a little bit. And then you have some merch stands over here. And the sun's finally come out and it's pretty nice out. It was quite chilly for a while. But, done a little walk around. There's lots of interesting things all over. Nice thing about the show is that there's pretty much everything, which is lovely to see. Actually, I think it's just a show where everyone is welcome. Oh, look at the rear lights on that Rover. I hope you can see that there's like floral pattern on him. I saw this MG when they drove in. I really do like a GT, and I do like the rubber bumper cars as well. So that was nice. Nice Lotus. Lots of different things. Over here, there's a guy selling toy cars. So I bought a little XJS. I'm going to give it to my son to play with. And lots of other things around here. So I'll continue doing a walk around showing interesting cars, and then in a little while I need to get ready to go up on that stage with Matt. And yeah, then later on we'll go inside the museum as well because I've never been here. It's a lovely Citroen over here. I met it on the road yesterday. I think it was this one at least. Traction Avant. And this one's really cool here with the sort of Jurassic Park theme going. Blinking lights before and music playing. And then we have, I haven't been over here that much. I was here about an hour ago and there weren't half these cars here even then. Vauxhall. So, like I said, like before, what's so nice about this show is that there's everything here. A DAF. Looks like it's like some sort of rally edition. Really cool. Proper seats and that's cool. Oh, a Traveler. I always do love seeing a Traveler. It's on my bucket list someday. Nice Volkswagen over there.
I'll come to John.
It was never particularly good. No, but it was saturated.
Oh, Bond Bug. That's really cool. Let's go have a look at that. Daimler XJ40 and Saabs. Quite a lot of Volvos here.
Yeah, basically down the road where the hubnut flag is. Yeah. So yeah, down there. Good show, isn't it? It's pretty good. Really nice. Yeah.
I saw this Lotus coming in. Absolutely gorgeous. And that, lots of Citroens. Volvo with a lot of stickers on it. And then I saw this Rover before here. I think it's a 2200 SC. Looking very nice. Rory the Rover P6. I'll have to check that out later. And an XF over there. And a little MGF down here. And here is also part of the museum. I think this is more the Jaguar part of the museum. I'm not really sure. We'll have to have a look at all that later. But I'm gonna continue looking around here and get ready to go up on stage. Ooh, look at that NSU over there. See, there's so many cool things. See, there's so many cool things to have a look around here. So I'm gonna continue just walking around, see what I can find. Yeah, I did pick up a Rustival hat as well. Got a merch stand over here. So, good show. Lots of fun things to look at. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. I've been through the British Military Museum now and just filmed a couple small things, and what a place. You really must go there. But now we're on to a place I've always wanted to go to, the Jaguar Heritage Trust. And just, yeah, if you know me, I'm in heaven. Sir William Lyon's car up there. We have a broad speed over there. Let's start with the broad speed. See, anything in here is just fantastic. So if you haven't been to any of these two museums, you really must. I wish I would have gone sooner. This is fantastic. Look at the exhaust there coming out of the side. That's so cool. Red line is at slightly above 7,000 RPMs. Massive fuel fillers back here. Is that the Ford? Yeah, it is the 4x4 XJS. That is so cool. Look at the humps. XK180. And then what I really want to find is the XJ40 Estate, which I think should be in there. Seen pictures of it. That thing looks really cool. Nice things. Beautiful E-Type here. Group 44 Racing. D-Type. And of course, let's have a look at an XJ12 Coupe here. The last production XJ Series 2 Coupe. And I believe I recognize, yeah, Sir William Lyon's personal XJ6. I think that black E-Type is the last E-Type. Yeah. And the first E-Type as well. I see some XJ40-ish things looking over there. Let's see if that Estate is over there, because that thing is very, very cool. And we have a V12 here. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm a bit speechless. This is like seeing one of these cars would be enough for me. They're all here together. Diana's XJS. Sadly, after walking around a bit, it seems like the XJ40 Estate concept car is not on display at the moment for some reason. Just a shame, but it means I have to come back to see it. Here is an AJ6 inside. And We do have one cool concept car here, the X300, or sorry, the XJ40 Coupe. Just a shame they never built. It's absolutely gorgeous. Up here they have their workshop viewing gallery. I just spoke to them. The XJ40 is on the way to Pebble Beach, but he did tell me that that is the prototype XJ220 down there. So that's amazing. Don't want to hold my phone over there in case it falls down, but I can see Le Mans car. I think this is Series 2 over here. And just absolute wonderful place. That was absolutely fantastic. What a place. Yeah, I was just trying to be a little bit quiet when filming, so hopefully I'll just bump the audio a little bit there, but not wanting to disturb anyone, but absolutely fantastic. Picked up some magazines as well. Road test of a used XJ6, 1972, and the test of the all-new Citroen SM, which I thought that'd be fun to read later. That is a bucket car list as well, the SM. But let's go have a look. I still have a couple more cars I haven't had a look at out here, and I think in a little bit they're wrapping up the show and doing a couple other things. But once again, if you have the chance to head on over to the museum here, if you haven't gone, it's fantastic. I wish I would have gone much sooner, but yeah, I live far away and it's not that cheap to get a plane ticket over here and all that, but it was fantastic. I really hope to be able to come back sometime again, and that the XJ40 estate is there that I really want to see. And if you haven't, also if you want to have a chance to go to the next Rustival, I think they're going to do the next year as well. Such a nice car show, such nice people, and just all of these sort of different cars, different people, and everyone just talking. Like over there, there's a Ferrari parked next to like a Nissan Micra, and it's just odd and really, really nice.
Oh, it's been intense, but also amazing.
Yes.
Huge thank you to the weather.
Yes.
For being amazing.
Thank you, weather. You've organised that beautifully, Steph. I think Steph organised the weather for us. And Carly, how's it been down at the Friendship Tent? How have you enjoyed it?
I feel
Should we take it out?
Here we go.
Friendship Corner has been absolutely incredible, but it's not just about Friendship Corner, it's about what you guys do on Friendship Corner online, and the fact that if somebody's had a little wobble and they said, I don't think I'm coming, you've gone, yes you are, and you will meet me by my car, and I think that's just awesome. So thank you to all of you, thank you.
Yep, absolutely brilliant. And Carly, thank you for making that all happen and running it so perfectly as well. Steph, have you had a good time?
Yeah, it's been good, yeah.
Been alright.
Yeah, it's been alright, it's been good. No, I've had an amazing time.
Of course you have.
I've no voice left and no energy left in my soul. I'm dead now. I'm ready to lay down and have a big old nap now that we're all done.
Oh, you know what, that's it. For the next one, let's just have a bunch of settees and sofas for us to go and have an afternoon nap on.
It's what we're missing.
Brilliant. Oh, so Nap Corner coming soon. Okay, Matt, what's been your favourite memory of this so far this afternoon?
Apart from talking,
Oh, hello. Give it a shout.
Hello.
Jump up and down. Sound. Oh, have new
trade.
steps. There you go.
Yeah.
Have a swap.
Apart from sort of meeting all the people who've come along, so thank you for coming along. All the other creators who've come along and been part of the show, which has been brilliant. But yeah, just seeing such a mad mixture of cars, seeing a TVR next to a Panda, next to a Ferrari, it's been brilliant. And all the weirdness as well, the four-wheel drive, vans.
We love the weirdness.
Oh, the weirdness is great.
We just wouldn't be the same without the weirdness.
Now that was a really fantastic show, just seeing all those people there, all the cars, the museum, outside, everything. Really, really good fun. But now I've decided just to do some other things. I have a hotel booked tonight, pretty close to the airport, at a pub, which should be really nice. But I have plenty of time to drive down there, so I drove in a little bit of a hurry, and I'm in the Cotswolds just because a couple of reasons. I noticed that it was on the way, and I don't want to have to take the highway all the way down, or the motorway, and it's gorgeous, and I wanted to see the roads around here, especially where Harry's Garage films his stuff. And of course, I did a really touristy thing, because I can do, because it's a trip. I visited Diddley Squat. I'm here right now, huge lines and all of that. So wasn't able to go into the farm shop really because I'm not waiting to, managing to stay around that long in a queue. But now I'm going to put the sat nav on that pub, which I think is about an hour and a half from here, and see if I find someplace else to eat along the way or something. Starting to get a little bit hungry. We'll see, but it's absolutely gorgeous around here. Roads are really, really beautiful. All the farms, everything around here. So I'm happy I made a little detour and just decided to not just do the highway. This was really, really fun. And sort of as a big Grand Tour fan, of course, and everything, and Clarkson Farm as well. Just sort of fun to have driven by here and seen, what it looks like in real life and all that. But now I'm basically finished with the touristy things. So I'm going to start heading towards my place to stay tonight. After many hours behind the wheel, finally at my destination, my room for the night. My flight is tomorrow, but just going to relax a bit, order some food, and there might be a tiny bit of an adventure tomorrow planned before my flight. Not really sure if it's going to happen or not, but I guess you have to stick around and find out. Good morning. Had a good night's sleep here, and it's my last morning here. It's just a short trip and heading to the airport in a couple hours, but I want to get one more thing try and fix before I go there, so that'll be a surprise in a little bit. But I thought, let's just have a look around at my rental, because I usually don't drive anything this modern, and I know, at least I don't think we can get these where I live. I'm not really sure. I don't check that much on new cars, but maybe if you guys living in the US, you've never seen any of these. So just do a quick walk around. It's been pretty good to drive. It does, of course, feel a little cheap, and of course, it is not an expensive car. I understand. But other than that, it's been pretty good. It has a dual clutch transmission. It feels like sometimes a little slow to react. I don't really like those. I'd rather have a proper, like a regular automatic or a manual. It's been nice to have an automatic here and not having to think so much about driving on the other side of the road. It's gone pretty well so far. Just sometimes missed some junctions and things, like when I'm following Google Maps and they tell you turn left and it looks really tight, like almost a 180 left, and sometimes I miss those. So I've added a couple extra minutes to my drive whenever I've gone anywhere, but other than that, it's gone really well. But here it is, MGHS. It's a nice red color, and it's a bit dirty now from my tour in the Cotswolds yesterday. But yeah, good amount of space. Good amount of space in the back. Yeah, like I said, a little dirty, but it's a rental. You just need to return it full of fuel. That's something I have to figure out as well before we get to the airport. But it's been a good companion for me. I'll have to count later, but we've done a couple hundred miles. I think I was in about 5 hours yesterday, so it's been a good companion on this trip. Good morning.
Hello.
It's early.
It's very early.
But we're heading to the top secret Furious barn.
A secret location in the hidden hills of Kent.
So I have to turn off the camera now so we don't know where we're going. Well, I've showed up here, but Matt seems to have gone missing. Matt, are you around?
Hello?
Hey.
This
Behind.
tea delivery.
No, I'm come for tea with Mr. T-Shelf.
Hello, how are you?
I'm well. So, where all the magic happens.
Yes, this is Paul Daniels, not a good Swedish reference, at its absolute finest.
You'll have to tell me about that later. I have no idea what you're talking about.
It's a TV edition for about 30 years.
Okay. So, I met the Volvo before.
Yep.
I also helped out a bit.
Yeah, that was the one you rescued us in Sweden.
Yeah.
With a Jaguar.
Weather was about the same as today.
Yeah, horrible.
It was really cold.
Yeah.
And I think about it because I pass that junction every day.
Course, yeah.
My daughter's school is on the other side of that gas station.
Oh yeah, so you just literally drive past.
I drive past there every single day and I think about
a
it.
memorial plaque or
Yeah.
a little stone at the side of the road saying, this is where.
I know, I got a Furious driving sticker. I'm going to put one on the gas station there.
Yes.
I'll do
Oh,
that.
really good,
Yeah. And then I'm guessing it's Mercedes
This
seats.
is Mercedes. Unfortunately, very sadly, this is Mercedes interior. Yeah, I've got lots of Mercedes parts all around the place at the moment while we sort of make a final decision on what to do with that car.
But I mean, if you scrap it, the good news is you can buy another one.
Well, there is that, yes. I'll probably get one with maybe nicer seats in it. Yeah, it'd be really sad to scrap that car, but I'm very concerned that there's so much.
You have a ghost.
Ghost with hay fever.
Yeah.
I'm very concerned that the amount of welding won't cover all of the rust because there are so many hidden areas underneath that car. that it would actually be very hard to reach all of the areas that have gone rusty, and that also means that there's more rust creeping back out again for the future.
And also, like when you, like both you, like when you're on YouTube, you can't sell it because what if someone just puts it on the road and then it's your fault?
Yeah, someone crashes it and it crumples, and then I'm liable for bad repairs, and someone's hurt, and it's my reputation and their safety. It's just such a difficult thing. Yeah.
I understand. You had a lot of questions yesterday about that.
Yeah, everyone was really interested in that yesterday at Rustival.
Yeah.
So the next video will show the truer extent of the rust. But yeah, I'm trying to get everything out of that car at the moment to make a final decision.
And then we have, I think we'll go this way because we have a Tomcat back here, but then we have the Alpha.
Alpha 145 Clover Leaf, 2 litre twin star.
Yeah. You don't see these anymore.
No, there are, I think there are about 70 145s in England or Britain in total, and of them, probably less than half are Clover Leafs.
I remember I had a friend in school, she was Spanish, and her mom had one of these.
Mm. Yeah, they're quite popular in Spain, and Portugal I think as well. Yeah, unfortunately the battery, I left the battery connected by mistake and forgot to put the tender on it, and now it's gone flat. So I'm hoping I can bring it back.
Draper to the rescue.
Yeah, basically. But yeah, this is
the twin spark, so it was so cool on the...
sound amazing.
Yeah.
Just pull and pull and pull. But this needs an MOT on it, and the horn has stopped working. This weird bunch of earth leads is actually factory weird bunch of earth leads.
Oh, so the whole Italian electrics things is true.
Oh yeah, terrible.
Yeah.
And they'll go down to one common earth which goes rusty, and then individually the wires break.
Oh, how convenient.
Yeah, it's really good. And every time you do an alternator belt, you have to push them aside and it weakens them. So over time they break more. But currently the horn doesn't work because of the same on both sides, I should add. It's double the fun. And the horn doesn't work because of this, because that's down there somewhere. In order to reach the horn, I've got to basically take the front bumper off.
But why do you need so many earth wires when you can just earth anywhere on a car?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay, it doesn't make sense. All right.
Yes. So
But,
yes.
and the old Volvo.
Yeah, the Volvo is fantastic. That, if I turn the key in that right now, that will just go.
Yeah, but I mean that and the whole thing will shake and look like you'll have no engine mounts, basically.
Yeah, but that's just Volvo.
That's what they're supposed to do.
Yeah, it's normal. Yeah.
Yeah, but like these will survive the apocalypse.
Oh, absolutely. It's still got a Volvo factory battery in it.
If you need a new, I'll have to get, because you can buy them at the Volvo dealers still.
The last owner did that. I don't know how long ago. I mean, I've had this car since 2020. So that battery must be...
When I just met my wife about 10 years ago, she had a second generation V70, and it just one day it wouldn't crank, and then I saw it had the original battery, and that was already like a 15...
Yeah.
It was a 14-year-old car then.
It's surprisingly high quality.
Yeah.
Yeah, got a few interesting things around it. So obviously put the number plates, and I have a big box of number plates I need to go and actually add to the collection.
Yeah, because I saw that over there.
Yeah, I've got another couple of runs left. So I'm not drilling into the wall so much, I'm putting things up.
I have a couple now I need to put up as well. I have a UK one actually from a Jag I broke, and then a couple other things. The US ones are really cool.
Yeah, there's so many, there's like 50 whatever states, 52 states?
Yeah.
So, but yes, I've got a cardboard box upstairs with more than that again, because I've got some in the garage at home, and I need to kind of reorganise the collection. Got these ones here, got a box that other people sent in waiting to go up, but because I'm trying not to drill quite so many holes in the wall, I need to put these battens up.
Oh, but that's a really good idea though.
Yeah. And if I was even more sensible, what I could do is fix the battens together into like a square box and then have them hang on the wall.
Do you want a Swedish one? Because I need to replace the license plate on my Range Rover.
That'd be brilliant, yes.
Because I sort of used it as a battering ram. And it doesn't look very good anymore. So it won't be a fancy one, but
it's nice and hillbilly.
Yeah, exactly. And then the VI.
VI, George's VI, I've got some keys for this one down there. This is a great car. It's open. I need to replace the window regulator, but it's coming into winter, so I haven't really worried about it. Because I fixed the window bracket a couple of times and it didn't work. So
£80 or so. It's not a huge amount of money. It's just a lot of faff doing it.
I hate doing those things. The window regulators and all that.
You always wind up with like no skin on your knuckles.
Like there.
Yeah, that's it. Exactly. No, it's interesting. It's got unique fabric to the VI. They came with a leather option and this weird kind of.
It smells nice.
They always smell really nice. It's slightly sweet, aren't
they?
Yeah. So if ever break those interiors, or they get damaged, it's really hard to replace it. Even though it's only fabric, it's really hard to replace.
I noticed that yesterday speaking of smells, the British Motor Museum, it just smells like a British car. It's hard to explain, but it does.
Yeah.
And then it smells like when you get in an MG or something, and then when you went to the Jag collection place, like the Heritage, it smells just like a Jag.
Yeah.
Like all of them smell like that.
It's great, isn't it?
It's really odd.
It's something to do with, I don't know, the stuffing in the seats, the carpet, the glue.
I think it's like the sound deadening and all of that. It's just it's what they smell like.
German cars smell different again. Like you can recognise a Mercedes as opposed to a BMW when you get in.
Yeah.
Just with your eyes closed. It's really interesting.
Must be the horse-hairs on the Mercedes.
Yeah.
So.
Well, this is horsehair in the back of this. It's pretty brilliant. I imagine if that caught fire, that'd be terrible.
Yeah. And then the Tomcat, which I think it's a bit boy racer, isn't it?
It is a little bit. In love, it's on coilover suspension. I've put the BRM Cosmos alloys on it. It's got an induction kit, a stainless steel fat exhaust. It does sound pretty cool. I can't wash it in here because this is actually abrasive dust from the sandblasting.
Oh yeah.
So I've got to drive it home like this and snow foam it and hose pipe it off so I don't scratch the paint. So we'll leave it looking dusty until it leaves here.
That does sound really good.
At Rustival yesterday, this patch broke off and someone's welded a bendy one that moved different places every time. They had one of these on this truck as a display, and I was saying, "Oh, what's the bonnet like? Can I buy that?" He said, "No, it's rusty up there. They can't do something to them. They all go just there."
That's a shame.
Really nice. This does sound quite fun.
That was really fun. Everyone needs a loud car.
Exactly. It's a fun car. I've also changed the steering wheel for a GTI steering wheel.
Yeah.
And,
I love the seats.
They're great, aren't they? It's called Silverstone fabric.
But I can see here, because the thing is, it doesn't show up on camera, because when I've seen you show on camera, it doesn't show how cool they actually are in real life.
They're really nice. There's a little bit of red in there.
Yeah, you can't even, that's really neat.
Yeah, it's really fun.
Because I've never seen one. This is not something that we got.
Did you not get them over there?
I don't think so. Or, I mean, there's probably not one left, and I'm even like in the Rover Club.
No, they just, yeah, they do rust. They rust around here on the back of the after sills. It's not a difficult fix, but if you don't catch it, then it just kills the car.
Speaking of rust, how's the...
Really?
Yeah. I can't believe you're sandblasting it yourself.
This is possibly the greatest regret in my life, is starting to sandblast this car.
But you did get a cool compressor.
Oh, there's a great compressor, yeah. It means I can potentially paint it as well, hopefully.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been trying to use the big compressor, but it's quite hard work. It's very fast. It takes so much paint off back to the metal in so little time, but it clogs so easily. And I've tried heating the sand. I've tried taking the sand, take it away to dry it outside the barn and bring it back extra dry. And I put extra moisture traps in the line from the compressor, but it only takes the tiniest bit of moisture in there.
And it clogs it.
It clogs.
Okay.
So I've moved on to this slower thing, which doesn't clog, but it's very, very cool. My analogy to you a minute ago was it's like painting a house with a roller, but the end keeps falling off, or painting a living room with a biro. But it's getting there. So discovered now that the front wing, already knew it had a repair panel in that front corner. Yeah. But I've now discovered there are holes further up in the wing. They were hidden by the paint completely. No idea they were there. So I'm going to replace that wing, it turns out.
That's why you want to go back to bare metal. That's also why it sucks to go back to bare metal.
It's awful, but you've got to do it if you're going to do a thing properly. Like with the Mercedes, I didn't strip it back. I just kind of hoped for the best and started doing piecemeal repairs here and there. And that's come back a bit of me.
We saw what happened.
Yeah, well, you know. Whereas this one, starting to do it properly to get it all the way back to the bare metal.
And you have the engine over there.
The subframe over there.
Yeah.
The reason I didn't go with acid dipping this, is that minis have got lots of hidden areas, hidden box sections inside. And what people have found in the past is you dip a mini in acid to get the paint and everything off. And then 6 months later, after you've painted it, you do an emergency stop, and acid flies out and takes the paint off.
But I'm not a fan of acid dipping, like in general, because if you think about it, if you have two panels and they're welded together like that, you're never going to get rid of that acid in between there.
No, it's always going to be there,
Yeah.
and it's corrosive forever. Yeah, so the compressor is probably more powerful in terms of horsepower than the mini engine.
I'm a little jealous of you. I remember you sent me, you were sending me pictures on Messenger when you got that.
It turned up, and the truck turned up, and his forklift truck had broken. And the guy said, "Oh, I'm here. Have you got a forklift?"
No.
Fortunately, the farm manager was around, and they have got a forklift. And I was sort of asked him nicely, and he came and brought the forklift truck up to, because you can't carry that inside.
This basically means that you're going to have to rent this unit forever.
Yeah. I live here now.
Yeah.
But this is the A series on the subframe. Because it's an auto, the Mini-Matic is a 998.
Oh yeah.
So it's slightly larger than the manual would have been in 69. And the Mini-Matic, it's a weird automatic that you can actually select and drive like a clutchless manual. Really strange gearbox. Also, it's the only automatic you can bump start a car with.
You're going to have to try that.
I'm going to have to one day. I'm a bit scared to, because they're also quite fragile and they're really hard to get parts for.
Yeah, and I mean, what if you have like a bearing go in the engine?
Also difficult because it's a different casting for the automatic engine blocks.
No, but I just meant like a regular Mini, that's bad because you get metal shavings in the gear. But you can, but here that would be terrible.
Yeah, that would be pretty awful actually, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's also the only automatic that runs on engine oil, isn't it?
Yeah, it's quite strange.
It's an interesting thing. It's also the hydro gear suspension. So there is fortunately a guy who repairs, restores. And
Yeah, I saw that when I had the ADO16. He does those as well.
Yeah, he actually goes around the UK and fits stuff for people as well. Just delivers it, and so yeah, when I get to that point, that's a relief for that.
At least for the ADO, they look beautiful. I saw a picture looked beautiful when he rebuilt them.
Oh yeah, they look lovely. Yeah, really nice. So yeah.
Well, thank you very much, Matt.
Oh, this is the Volvo.
Oh yeah. I know where to send some Volvo merch if I have some. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
That was great to hang out a little bit with Matt and see his barn full of really, really cool stuff. And nothing's really official, but we've talked about this for years, Matt and I, trying to do some sort of collaboration together. And this weekend we did a little bit of planning, so not sure if that's going to happen or not happen. We both wanted to, but you know, schedules and everything, but maybe some point down the line. So now left the hire car, checked in everything, sitting waiting at the gate here. About 2 hour flight back home, then 1 hour train and bus, and then pick up my car, and then a 1.5 hour drive home. So it's going to be a long day. It's the next morning. I made it home all right, but it wasn't until like 8 o'clock or something in the evening I was back. And as you can tell, yeah, still a little tired from the whole trip. It was so much fun, but really, really intense. And I don't know, traveling really tires me out a lot. Not like being away, but actually also that I don't like being away from my family and my kids. Even though this was an extreme amount of fun, I end up missing them a lot. And I think some of you guys are probably the same. We just enjoy being at home. And also, I don't mind like traveling and driving around, but just airports and planes and all that, I find it a little stressful at least. But everything went really well, and it was nice to get back here in the old XJ6 and drive home yesterday. Beautiful drive home through the sunset, but I was just so tired. I did not feel like stopping and mounting a camera and all that, so sorry about that. And this whole video is probably a little random. It was a weekend where I had a couple things planned. I planned to go to Rustival. I had planned to go camping with Matt and Ian. And yeah, we had a lovely dinner together with Matt, Ian, and I. But yeah, we were just talking, hanging out. Not like anyone really thought about pulling out a camera then. It was just good fun. And then it was quite cold. And then we woke up there early in the morning, went to the show, hung out there all day. And then from there, I drove down with all that sightseeing in the Cotswolds as well. So with traffic and everything going past London, I think I spent about 5 hours in the car that day. And then, so yeah, I was pretty beat. But then it was so much fun. Next morning, just hanging out a little bit with Matt before my flight. Like I said, everything was a little tight. Cheap flights back and forth here. You can't really pick and choose exactly what times they leave. So yeah, it would have been fun to stay a day longer and everything, but of course need to go back to reality and back to work. So hope you guys enjoyed that trip. And I did meet a couple subscribers over at Rustival. That was fun. And you know what? Maybe I'll show up for the next one. You never know. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please do subscribe to the channel. It really does help out a lot. Till next time, I'm Adam. This was Living with a Classic. I'll see you soon.